We got there. We got there. I'm actually enraged. Turbo enraged. Oh, worst day ever. I didn't get anything done for the trip at all, which was just the worst. Like, all in all, it fucking sucked. So today, I want to have a nice fun day. That's what I want out of my life. I want a nice fun day to go with it. We're here now, I know. Right, so you can see the sub counter up there. Awesome. Alright, so in about 15 minutes, that's probably going to go crazy. Why a piano and not a keyboard? Oh, great question. Great question, because I wanted to get like a little Casio keyboard for him, right? Doodle-doodle-doo. Get a little Casio keyboard. His teacher, his piano teacher is some... I don't even know the right word. Some orchestral... 56 years on stage at the fucking Grand Opera Theatre thing. Whatever. Anyway, she travels on a train from Birmingham or some shit. I don't know, somewhere else in the country. Just to train like 6 kids at the school. They go to a fucking proper school now, right? Which is working out really well, and I should be really happy. I'm just so miserable right now. And she's like, well, you can't, a keyboard doesn't work. He needs a pedal that goes with it. It needs to have the right set of keys. They need to be like, it needs to be proper. It has to be this one. And I'm like, why can't we just go to Argos and pick up a shitty keyboard to go with it? She's like, no. Yeah, I mean, she's like, you could do that for maybe a week, but he's got to pass the requirements for that in about a week's time, and you're going to need to replace it anyway. And we're like, oh my god. Mythic piano players? Oh, I mean, she's great. Whatever. I'm just fucking miserable. I'm so miserable. I hate everything. Oh, it killed my soul. Paid actor for Big Piano? Yeah, maybe. Maybe she is a paid actor for Big Piano. I have no idea. I have no idea. In good news, though, I had my first haircut in 10 years. Look at that. I've had a haircut. How cool is that? I had my first haircut in 10 years yesterday. The guy was memeing me. You guys saw the hairdressers we went to. When we did the subathon, I had to take the kids for their haircut. So he was like laughing his ass off at me. I'm like, look, it's expensive real estate up here. You can't touch it. And he's like, oh, don't worry, I got this. And then he's like teasing me with the scissors and stuff. My boy Ethan. He's like, whoa, whoa. What if I slipped? What would happen? Is it ruined if I slip? If I slip? Son of a bitch. Yeah, he was hard trolling me. He calls me Preach, man. He like watches the stream and shit. He was fucking hard trolling. Oh, I want to start with a bit of story. That's what I want to do. Start with a bit of story. Is this... Where is this? It's down here. Epic barber, dude. Like, it was the last thing I needed that day. I was sat there, right? And I've got blood coming out of my legs. I've got blood coming out of my hands. I've like just washed them, so I've just got all these gashes in them. And he's trolling me with a pair of scissors. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Is it rude if it slips in? Well, I was like, look, you can do whatever you want to the front. You can do whatever you want to the back and sides. You can't touch the back bit. And he's like, oh, I think I went too high there. I think I went too high, man. I think I went well too high. You say that, but just imagine Ethan Twitch chat barber. Look, it was grim yesterday. I couldn't even do my raid with the boys. Like, no meme. I didn't touch a computer yesterday. I didn't touch a computer. I was like, I just can't get anything done of respect at all. Did I tip him? I do. I always tip my barber. Yeah. I tip him like £10. He did me and both boys. Yeah. If it fall today, I don't know if we'll get to a free. So I need to be on a train in like 4 hours. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. Troku, thank you so much for the 15 gifted subs, my dude. Thank you so much. Did that auto update? I wonder how quickly this updates, Chris. Any knowers? I don't know. Any checkers? Let's give it a sec. See what happens. You got a new PC, Meth? Awesome, bro. That's awesome. Yeah, you should always tip your barber. You should always tip your barber. For sure. He's such a nice guy. He really is. He's such an awesome dude. Thank you so much, Troku, Robu, Hollowham Sandwiches, Gaz, Matt Beeman, Mitutesio, Chanis. The look on this guy's face. The look on that guy's face when he took one look at the 5 boxes that my kid's bed came in, and then he was like, what's it called? I saw him whip out the phone, and he went, nah, sorry. I can't do that. I'd need 2 guys, and we'd need like 4 times the money. This is going to take like a day to fix. I was like, oh my god. I get my arbitrary $20. I try and tip wherever possible. I really do. It's helped me out a lot. Like taxi drivers, especially. I rarely have to use a taxi. But when I do order a taxi, they know the house, and they're all they like come really fast. Like, I'll give you an example actually. I'll give you two examples. One of them sounds hugely egotistical, but I'm really proud of it. But we tried to call a taxi. Emma called a taxi, and they said, "Look, the minimum wait time right now because of rush is 40 minutes." And then we gave them the address, and they came in 5. And he was like, "Hi, Mike, how's it going?" And then started out as a taxi. That was the other day. Oh, wow. Is that pre-built? Is that pre-built, Meth? Let's take a look at Meth's computer real quick. Let's take a look over here. Look at this. Ooh. Legion. A 2080 Super. Got it. Got it. I like that AIO. That's nice. Yeah, it's a pre-built, not confident enough. The desk could use some work, though, right, Meth? Yeah, this sweet PC. Oh, this desk that's been attacked by some sort of rabid animal. We can get that fixed, baby. That is a sweet PC, though. That is very nice. You're not running like a 30 FPS 1080p monitor off this thing, I hope. That would be shaking my head on my forearms. Negative Nancy? How am I being a negative Nancy? The desk there's always something to improve. Always something to improve, man. I look around my area. My area is pretty sweet. But if you don't think if I had the time, I would rip everything out and redo my cable management, you have... Do you want to see the horror? I'm not showing you. You'll judge me unfairly. You'll judge me. Oh, you got that? Oh, yeah, cool. You got the BenQ. It's so nice, isn't it, Meth? The BenQ is really fucking good, man. That BenQ is really nice. Like the X or the Z, whichever it was fucking so good. So good. Waiting for me to finish before redoing your cables. I made the completely moronic decision. The utterly moronic decision. When I rebuilt the office about 2 years ago, maybe, to pin the cables against the wall for a better cable management. So they're all really nice at the back. They're all in a nice block. So I pinned them in. Unfortunately, since then, we've like changed cameras, we've changed monitors. So this one uses like, so now I need an extra display port and stuff like that, which means I have cables that I can't get out anymore because they're pinned in against the wall. So they're just loose. They're just hanging loose. Like, that's the problem with it. And it's really fucking annoying. I'll show you for an example. I'll show you an example. And I'm kind of scuffed on what the fuck I can do with it, man. Like, in front of me, I have my... Okay, I'm showing you this, but don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm a good person. Right? I'm a good guy. Alright, so you can see this mini HDMI was for our old camera. So it's just dangling there. It's just dangling there. It's a total pain in the ass, man. It just sticks out. It stares at I could put it through here so it's like on the floor. But the fact that it stares at me every day reminds me that someday I need to fix this. Someday I need to fix it. So I leave it there intentionally mocking me to make sure it's working. That's the way I'm rolling with it. How are they pinned? Like on a bracket mount? No, with like a cable tidy, you know, that threads the individual cables in, and then and then there's pins, like actual wall pins for the ones that are really long. Because remember, my PC is like 2 meters from where I sit. I don't have the PC anywhere near me, so they're all on very long leads. So I use like 3-meter DisplayPort cables and things like that. I don't know if we're doing a freak today. I want to start with some stories so I'm getting the right mindset. How long has it been looking at you judgingly? We swapped the stream camera probably 8 months ago. Yeah. Probably 8 months ago we swapped the stream camera. Why don't they standardize the ports, man? Why don't they standardize the ports? That's all I'm saying. Why must there be 3 different sizes of HDMI? Why? Why must be there 3 different sizes of HDMI? That's what I want to know. I want to know why there must be 3 different sizes. Why is there mini, micro, and normal? Why is that? Because money. Money, money, money. Indeed. Gotta sell them cables. I suppose so. I said that to Mike. Mike, when he came over from Holland, brought his own HDMI lead with him. I'm like, you're coming to an office for video creation. We have 750 HDMI leads in the office. We have so many. All the various lengths and sizes, adapters, the whole fucking thing. Brought his own. What a genius move, though. I've never done that. Even when I travel for work, I never take my own HDMI lead, and then it makes total sense because it's like, yeah, I just plug my laptop into the like hotel TV, and I can watch whatever the fuck I want. And I'm like, usually, I walk into a hotel room, I check the TV, and it's got like 4 channels. They're in 17 different languages, so I just turn it off and never use it again. That's how I make my plays. Have we dropped already? No, it should be in about 3 minutes-ish. I don't know. I'm really curious what the first drop is. I'm really curious. Have you seen the new BenQ gaming monitors? I haven't. It went down and up. Interesting. I can't keep a watchful eye on it, so we'll see what happens. I think it's going to drop. I think it's going to drop by like 4,000 is my guess. I think it's going to go to 16K. And then by the end of the stream today, I think it might be like... No, because we did some really good pushes towards the end. I think we'll lose like 8K today. I think that's where it's going to go. I think that's my guess. That's my guess. I would hazard a guess. It's about 8K. I would imagine. Hi, Haley's. Thank you very much. Why is Paul here anyway? What does he want? Sub again and cometh? Yeah, man. I'm kind of excited because I don't know what that first initial surge was. I just remember... All I remember is it breaking the stream completely. That's what I remember, is it just completely crapped the stream out. I remember Chris, like, almost in tears. And then us having to decide, like, we just gotta let it ride, baby. Oh, that was instant! Oh, thank you, Joker. That was instant. That went up instantly, didn't it? Oh, shit. Thank you so much, Joker. That's so generous of you. Okay, so it might happen immediately. Oh, this is gonna be good. You have man flu, Paul? Oh, man. Put your feet up, dude. Put your feet up. Say, God, geez. Thank you so much, man. That is instant. Okay. All right. Kind of exciting. Watch this be the wrong day and nothing will happen. I'm pretty sure it's today, though. Floor, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I would go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufalupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation. I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. That makes sense. I like that. I can't remember where we are on the story at all. We've been doing so much extra shit. It's crazy. Blumenkopf, thank you for the 21 months. Saikai for 3 months. Can anybody remind me what's happening in the story? Because we did the Crystal Tower. We've been doing extremes. I can't remember what's happening. It definitely is the right day. Oh, okay, okay. In about 1 minute. Okay. All right. Pretty cool. We just moved base. Yeah, we've moved base. We left Urianger and... Oh, what's she called? It's not... I want to say Alessa. It's not Alessa. Yeah, we moved to Mordana. We left Urianger and... It's Alphanord's sister. I can't remember her name. Alphanord's sister. They're staying back there, right? I want to say Alessa. Like, it reminds me of the Haunting Grounds. Alisay. Yeah, Alisay. That was it. Alisay. Berserk, thank you for the 8 months, man. Thank you very much. Alisay, that's it. Flo, what a pleasure to see you again. Ishtar said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off toward Eastern Thalalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage. That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amaljar do have a foothold in Eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... Oh, God. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. On second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, wherever have you been off to? I wonder. He's probably been getting a sandwich. I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amajal friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. You fucking liar. You take credit for everything. They did it all. You turned up. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they have ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. Oh, here it goes! Oh, it's going! It's going! We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Flo. Come on! Collapse! What was that? Like 300? That was like 300. Yeah, as soon as Thancred turned up, the sub started dropping. Coincidence? I think not. Against all expectations, it would seem the Amaljar are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Urianger of our progress, or lack thereof. Alright, so someone's been stealing a huge amount of crystals. Maybe to hunt Heidelin?
Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
That was the cutscene? Oh. Tis I.
I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's tome. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
No jokes with Urianger. There shall be no giggles.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Who's this? Is that Jaina? Jaina here? Strength, dex. Why didn't I take the money? Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No. Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say try picking Foopaloopa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Foofaloopa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? Oh, wait, we're auto. I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there was someone amongst our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if your fears prove well-founded, Foofaloopa. Indeed. If for reasons of security the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the Brass Blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not. But neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let's say, a lone Mikoti miner, travelling without an escort so as to not attract undue attention. Well, who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concerned may well like to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley? A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Floor? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Uh-huh. Oh, it's going. It's going! Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. What's that? 1,000? That's 1,000, I think, right? 900. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you've prepared to offer some encouragement. Stop the count! Hold the line! What's the sub drop? We did a subathon exactly 30 days from right now. It was exactly 30 days. We did a big subathon with a big contribution to charity. So we're today's the day when the gifted subs will run out. So it should fall like a fucking stone. It should. So it's kind of fun. I've never seen a big. I want to see it like drop like a fucking brick. No, coils we're going to sell. Apparently it needs like a full day. So I'm going to arrange when we're doing coils. It'll be after we do the London visit. I have to be on a train in like 3 hours-ish. No. A bit longer. Like 4 and a bit hours I need to be on a train to that London. Where are they? Ah. Oh, egg check. Good call. I'm not egged. Mid-combat egging? There will be a stream tomorrow, yes. 2 things will be happening tomorrow, for sure. So I have to do a thing on a stage. So maybe we do Ifrit on the stage if we can, right? That would be pretty sick. If we could maybe arrange that. I'll tweet it out. I don't know what they want me to do. So I have to do something on a stage. So we can either do some FF and get you guys in there, or they'll have something planned for me. I'm streaming from there as well. So that could work out really well. That could be super fun, because then we get to there should be as from what I remember of doing these in the past, I've done a few of these in the past, there's usually a live audience. So we maybe can put Ifrit up on the big stage with you guys, and I can talk people through what's going on and things like that. That would be a really fun little show. I'm not sure, or they want me to do certain stuff. But either way, I'm streaming from there anyway, so we can definitely get something going. Ishtala's got herself a little mining outfit. Ishtala has a little mining outfit. Stubborn to the last as expected. Are you unharmed? Uh-huh. A gang of seawolf thieves, and in Thanalan no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Seawolves? All of them? So that's who just turned up, was it? The seawolves? Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Uh-huh. My character is so confused. Thancred. If you be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fufaloopa will want to hear hear about your meeting with the thieves. The Sea Wolves, eh? So Uriage's met them, though. Oh, it's going. I think it's up. It looks like it's updating in batches. That's what it looks like it's doing. It's like batch updating them. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to the Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Oh, cool, they figured it out. Is that so, then? By your leave, I should very much like to have a word with that fellow in private. Ah, no, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him and made good on his escape.
It's now been a full year.
Oh, for the love. And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No. He was quite strong. A sea-wolf, Leminson born and raised. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray, keep me apprised of any developments. Yes, she's standing next to me. Understood. Oriange says you're a bitch. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. I'm not. Bye. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You don't, do you? Uh-huh. Yo, are you calling me out? Thancred's calling me out, man. What's he calling me out for? I have a proposition to make to the chat who a little like miffed about the post AIR content. Is it possible? Because this content's not bad at all. Like everything we've done for the last like 4 days has been fine. It's been really fun and interesting. Is it possible it's because like your XP stopped going up and you were trying to get to the next to Heaven's Ward, so this felt like just like give it me and go? Might be some mixed opinions on that, but for me, who's like not rushing, I'm fine. Everything we've done has been great, honestly. For the last 4 days, I've had a blast. Do what? Okay. The antecedent bid me to make way to Vesper Bay, where young Alphanord awaits you, coming most eagerly. It is he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incidents. I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphanord has planned for you, I shall endeavour to track down our treacherous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Answers. Thank you, Thancred. Have we got any magic letters left? We got 3 left. Yikes. Only got 3. What a bummer. Knuckles, Shubadaisy. Thank you very much. Shadows Pro, Kiotis. Nephronicus with a gifted sub. Thank you very much, mate. Kibahai and Negrea. Basonic. Thank you very much. Oh, below 19. Oof. Under 19. I think it's going to go. I would expect us to be at 12 by the end of the stream. Maybe I'm being a bit presumptuous there. Look, I thought it'd go down faster than this. Dead stream. It's all over. Fucking Thancred. Bastard. Ruined my whole goddamn career. You're late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I've been able to gather, the vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? In Othard? Yeah. Sure. Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they do not leave their homestead under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And, more importantly, what they know of their current state of affairs in the Empire, such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, don't you think? Come with me to Uldar, Floor. Unless I'm mistaken, I am rarely mistaken. We will find the Domans bickering with a Sultan Swan on the Royal Promenade. You're uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be pursued by some. If not, who better than you to have in hand of an event unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Uldar. Why is everyone calling me out for not having any dialogue now? Like, Thancred's ripping on me? Alphanard's ripping on me? Fuck you guys, man. Like, they're actually calling me out. I don't like this at all. So it begins. Yeah, they're, like, actually hard crawling on me. I don't like it. Where are we going? We want to go to the Chamber of Rule. Perfect. I feel like I needed to do something in a city, but I can't remember what. I like Alphanard's character. I do. Like, what he's doing is good. He just turns up really inappropriately. His introduction isn't the best. Where you're at all them speeches and he just fucking bowdies in with his sister and just starts yapping away about flags. His introduction to the character is not good. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Refugee leader. Pray, understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Oh, allow me to plead my cause. Surely you can grant us that small kindness? Away with you! Darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. Shaking my damn head. Oh, it's a cat lady. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you'll find more to your liking. Alphanord Levelier, at your service. A friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Uldar, yet you'll need some if you wish to endeavour yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray, join me and my associates at the Quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. What? He's saying she's not a cat? What? What do you mean? Where's she gone? Oh, she's at the bar. Not a cat, eh? There's the Quicksand downstairs. We'll go to the Adventurers Guild. I'm going to find out. She's going to take her helmet off and we'll see. It's like a cat to me. You got a fucking tail. There's two pointy ears. Is it a bunny lady? Could be a bunny lady. It's going to be a bunny lady, isn't it? We sat in the bar chomping carrots. You sat in Alphanord's lap. Let's not do that. I'm way too big for every chair.
We have travelled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware.
Actual voice
When
acting?
the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
There's a cat!
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
No shit.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
They've turned down the poshness of Alphanord's voice.
Far be it from me to boast,
It's still there, but they've
I
turned
do
it down a
have the
lot.
ear of certain influential individuals.
He's not as pompous as he was.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience.
You look sus. That was a really polite way of saying you look like a
We
thief.
seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
I shall defer to
My
your
free company has
then.
way more sus looking people.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
I'll do my voice acting. I'll do my bit. If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Oh, cannibalism. They've been fucking eating people. Oh, God! Alright, it's nearly 2k down. Oh, shit. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Fucking beggar? You're begging? Any beggars? Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Floor? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow. See, but just sent word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of food and no one to munch it up. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha, morons! Go on, call on Fridera and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Alright, dinner time! I wonder what an Eorzean feast is like. Well, shit. I'll sit here with my eggs, and I'll be a happy boy. I think we're coming back to PoE in the new league. I do want to play PoE, like, big time. But I want to play so much right now. You know what it's like, man. Too many games, too little time. That is the thing. But right now I am balls deep in FF and enjoying the crap out of it. But we will definitely be coming back to PoE. My, that's an odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions? No, I've got proof. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. Hey, imagine feeding people. Imagine feeding the poor. They'll only want to eat again. Greedy cunts. He's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Mahoney's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man who can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Yikes. That's the problem with the poors. They want to eat over and over again. Cheeky cunts. Sick of it. You feed them, and then next day they want more. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. Alright, she takes off her mask and she's got some big rabbity teeth. I dare not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. I brought sausage rolls. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphinaud. I swear we shall return the favour. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. The small favour you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favour of the Syndicate. And I shall choose them with care. You'll be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Tail! It's a cat! Rabbits don't have long tails. Little Chamber of Rule. There we go. Thank you, Betty. Thank you very much, buddy. Did I go to the wrong place? Mayhap? Mayhap, wrong place. Dude, if you could have dog people, oh, man. Everybody would call you a furry, though. Even if you were a cool dog. Oh, it's Raban. A pleasure, Floor. The others are already inside. Let us not keep them waiting. Oh, I don't know who some of these people are.
I, Yugiri of Doma, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation
I can't change the volume right now.
Suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty.
Hold on. That's kind of... We're actually maxed. I could up it by... I'm gonna put it up by like 3 manually. See if that gets us where we need to. So little voice acting that we've had in the game, so it's not an issue we usually run into. Let's try that.
Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I try and escape out, whether we'll skip the cutscene. Let's go with it like this for now, yeah? And we'll turn it up after this cutscene.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
It's been a month since the Sabbath, and
Oh, not an auto.
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own.
She's
Guardian's
quiet
Keep.
as well, which isn't helpful.
Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the Purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible,
She's got a mask in front of her
however,
mouth. It's not her fault.
I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow.
It's not a number, though.
I understand we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
Isn't this going to cause a lot of problems with all the refugees who aren't allowed in and have been there for months, years maybe?
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ulda is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have
Too real,
read
dude.
the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the
Right,
brass
dudes, I have to pause it.
blade
There's someone at the door.
and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Come in. It was the giant charity check. Good job I answered that door. It was the giant charity check. Okay, without homes or employment, it's only a matter of time. Oh, no.
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Uldar.
Oh, he literally shits money. What a guy.
It may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse.
Rich as fuck, buddy.
I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamiga refugees, if memory serves.
Oh, shit.
What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
Ravan's gonna kick him in the fucking wall.
I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Fucking Bezos over here.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. And we risk this at our peril.
Thank you.
One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage hath fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Take him forever because he's got little legs.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
Oh, it's gonna go below 18. I expected it to drop way faster,
nerve
honestly.
of the man. If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, Little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Well, I actually am surprised the vote did not go in their favor there. I suspect then, my theory is this. Oh, there it goes. Sub 18. Boom. I suspect that that little fella is the one who's ferrying all the crystals. And he's making a ton of money robbing people. That's what I suspect. Landra, thank you for the 21. Thank you so much. Scythia, thank you for the 5. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hold the tide. There's like 5 little fellas. You know who I mean, right? You know who I'm talking about. The guy who was dead against it. He's ferrying all the crystals. He's making it happen. That's for sure. Marty to party. Thank you for the 2 months, the 3 in total. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Any dodgers? More dodgers? Alright. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. I will waste no more words on him, but when the Domans are yet in need of aid, everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. What's Raban gonna do? Give them all jobs as soldiers? Has he got a budget for that?
Friends. They pull my wagon through dunes of sand. They have small
you,
people they
LTV.
like to eat. They're the best pockets
Screw you,
in the
man.
land.
Do we have? Where is this place? The Hall of Flames. Oh, is it just in here? No, it's downstairs. Okay, we go to the plaza. I think it's maybe we're gonna do some real political shit. We're gonna start spying on little Doritos. You know he's up to no good. Get some dirt on him. Oh, military music. Here we go. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monitorists have made their positions clear. Agreed. Uldar is not an option. Oh, we're just going to go somewhere else. Nor are Limsala Minster or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods. The thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. But that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Oh, we're going to house them. They're coming to stay with us. Yay, sleepover. Minfilia, this is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphanod. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands at a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordana. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlement. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labour, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which yourself propose, Lady Ugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Uldar, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphanord, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life of your people goes to one of hard labour and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll. which will be no small feat, considering the distance of their present condition. Just use the teleporter. Mayhap the Ul'Dan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me in there anon, Floor. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. Well, it looks like we're going on a road trip. Not me, though. I'll just walk there. Lols. Easy for me. One of those little distractions. Let's go that way. This Valley invited me to their wedding bike. See, I am the superior row. I don't know what a row is. You be that. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Ramodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed, but the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls on us private citizens. Yes, it does. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Oh, cool. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. Yeah, you pay for it, Alfie. After all that has befallen these people, it is the least I can do. Come that may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'Dan, Lady Yugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Man, imagine if Thancred was here. Nothing would get done. Actual waste of time. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangements, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting the Doman friends to you. After you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Any gooders? No gooders. Money! Give me cash. Yugiri's game. As we speak, the Domans prepared for departure at Vesper Bay, whereupon they will be transported by carriage to Ul'Dan. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Law, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Man, I decided to do the mission, right? Where we moved to Mordana because I was running out of magical tickets. And then the immediate quest after is to keep using my magical tickets. You son of a bitch, Squeenix. You son of a bitch. You played me like a fiddle. Oh, 17.7. I think we go below 16 on the next drop. I'm sure. Greetings. Alphanod informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. Saving your people is not trivial, bro. Aye, I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray, forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. Fuck you, bro. I'm in charge of the kids. You have my thanks, friend. Pray, seek out my son Yozen. Hosen and Yozen? You can't call your son Yozen, but you're called Hosen. Hosen and Yozen? He can tell you more. Okay. Hosen and Yozen. Rock and roll, Hosen and Yozen. There's always someone up to something, man. There's always someone up to something. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Uldar? I hear we'll be travelling by horse, bird, drawn carriage. Horse birds! That's a better name. But don't you think you're queer? Oh, don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but what's that? You're looking for the others. Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We're just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Right, I always go behind here. Yeah. That's where that other cat was hiding. Hey, you're not Yozen, who are you? I'm Kahuru, floor inspector, eh? I don't know anyone else was. Wait a minute, you're one of those stallions, aren't you? No, scions. And you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek too. Oh, right, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, floor inspector. Fucking scouse kids, man. Nothing worse than scouse kids. Are you playing? No fair, mate. Yozen didn't say anything about adults. You get to ride on a horse bird, mate. I don't know about that. Sounds scary, though. But if a Yozen says it's safe, I'll go. Scottish. My Scottish accent is terrible. Let's do it. It won't be for too long. Right, you little fuck. This looks promising. Nice. Feels weird hunting down little kids. Oh. Are they inside buildings now? Maybe. Right, you little jerk. Just kind of on the edge. This is not how little kids hide, by the way. Little kids hide like in plain sight. How'd you find me? Bah, guess I'll need more practice. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. There you go. Job done. There you go. Wounds! The champion. The kid is winning. Exactly. It's like literal Fingal. I can duplicate it at a moment's notice. Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek. Ah, I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. You gonna explain hide and seek to me? Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. Smart! I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Nice. Piety ring. Maybe the ring's good? I don't know. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Homai. Homai, Hosen, and Yosen? Why is he not Gozen? Father Gozen? We'll be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Kahuru, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Uldar is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you'd agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Right, I wonder if I get to ride there. I can take my big gorilla. Right? Oh, I don't need Moltres. Not for a journey like this. Eager to hear me off, are you? Ah, you will. I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blaze says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but it don't doubt to pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight. Well, this lot's here's another story. So I was thinking you might go ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe, like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the road there's safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Alright, monster to kill. I'm all over it. Let's ride! Lady Janie! How's it going, Janie? I have no idea which patch I'm on. I'm on my way, though. Gorilla in hand. Where am I going? Over yonder. What's this mount? This is fucking Kong, baby. Look at him. He's a glider. Alright, what's this fearsome beastie then? Probably a chocobo. Rabid. Oh, Wandering Eye. Okay. Thought there's not another infestation of them going on. Right, I'm not using my magic ticket to get back. Egg check. Good call. We're egged. So there was such a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? We ride! Stop stroking that rabid chicken vermin. Well fought, madam. Well fought. If only I were better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pray my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things may well have been different. We cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten, Lady Yagiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Hey, Miss Flo, Kahira and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Go with the wild rose blooms. The sea swallows whole. So you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? My turn now. Excuse me, Miss Flo. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty, or does it smell like shit like this place? Bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers. It's a bastion of civilization. It's home and sun dawn. It's a stone's throw away from an imperial castrum. Let's go with this one. You mean there's lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. You guys don't look in ill health. Enough, Kahuru. It's my turn again. Miss Flo, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Yeah, buy more gear. Item level is everything, kids. Let me tell you the story of gear score. There once was a man, and his gear score was low. Then he visited the auction house. From there, he proceeded to spend all his coin on things that had a higher number. And from that day forth, his gear score was acceptable. Yet he still was not able to join any pugs because he had bad IO score. But let me tell you, kid, about IO score. Once you have the gear, you are now able to deal what we call DPS. But from there, you'll need to actually get into groups in order to prove your value. But you will not be accepted into groups because you have no value. In other words, kids, give up. Go home. You are a failure. Only cool people will ever be known as people with a good IO score. Thank you. Rowena, is she nice? Are her weapons cheap? I don't have any money at the moment, but my father might. I'll ask him. Alright, alright. That's enough questions for Miss Flo. That's not fair. Why does Yoza get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? I can do it. Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Flora. I won't forget it. I'm going to be an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Flora and Lady Ugiri. Yeah, just like Miss Flora and Lady Ugiri. What I want is this to pay off in like 2 expansions time. And Yozen, and I forget the other girl's name, but turn out to be like fucking ultra badasses. Like they turn up swagged. Swagged to hell. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Uh-huh. Oh god, this is the worst trip of all time. Anyone got an iPad for these kids? Are they iPadders? Here, take my phone. Just kill the battery. Just stop talking. No, I don't want to play balloons. Oh, we'll take the long way in. It's been a while since we've actually gone into the sea. Whee. Are we there yet? Blues is baller? It is! I was playing Blues with the kids yesterday in the barbershop. Me and Max had a quality game of Bloons come in. But when Max had to go for his haircut, and my other son, my younger son, took over. Fucking noob, man. Stuck a cannon in the middle of nowhere. I almost drop-kicked him. What's Bloons? Tower defense game. With Monkey. You'd like it so, actually. It's kind of therapeutic. It's also extremely hard. At the higher levels, obviously. Is Quinn playing Bloons, is he? I personally have only played it for about... I've maybe got like 4 hours in it, something like that. Is it competitive? It's just, there's a lot of challenges in the game. It's one of those games that looks very cute and cuddly, but the strategy at the top end is really, really intense. Floor. I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is that aught else? No. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Any belters? Strength? Dex? Strength. What's the tank stat? So Piety's the healer stat. What's the tank stat? Determination? Tenacity. Okay. It is past time that Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters rising here in Thanalan, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of their journey. Speak with First Slaffborn upon your arrival. He is one with whom the Domans will be working with closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stead for what is to come. Safe travels, Floor. Oh, this is going to be good. Yugiri plus Minfilia. Ultimate belly top combo. When are we going to see this cat lady exposed? Any Snapchatters? And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends. I bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We'll welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand. I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slaffborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Floor. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. I just thought we need to turn the we need to turn up the voice acting volume. Where is that? Because I feel like we're going to get a lot more voice acting, perhaps in a few seconds. System, sound. Okay, everything's matched. So what I'm going to do is turn this up a bit, and then turn this down in a reasonable way. Performance. What's performance sound? Any knowers? What's performance sound? Oh, bards. Okay, let's turn that down slightly there. Actually, hasn't been a problem for a while. Alright, if we go with like... Let's make them all slightly odd so it annoys some people. Yeah, if we go like 84, 85, 83, 88, 86, 84, 83, I think that's perfect. That looks ideal to me. Nice and even. You monster. Do you think... Oh, we could turn the music up a bit, actually. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me. I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Put voice at 99 and say it's maxed. I can go with the music for... Some of the encounter music's really nice, that's fine. Alright. Right, we should be about right there. We'll see how that plays out. Yeah, thankfully we didn't do that before King Moogle, because that would have driven me nuts. I like that Minfilia's mother lives here with us now. Oh, Ida, why are you being a Thancred? Jesus Christ, are you okay? Did your cat die? The fuck? Did they really set sail for that half-rotted ship all the way from Othard? Isn't that dangerous? What if it sprung a leak? She actually has updated dialogue for what's happening with current events in the main game. Well played. Here we go. This is no use. Huh? Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will preserve, of course, or persevere. Yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. All the Baldies are dead. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you are kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you do, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Fucking shit! They stink! Lady Yugiri is here. Please, show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Who's this guy? Hey up. Who's Fancy Pants? Uh-huh. Alright, big nodding circle. Awesome. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how we might answer many summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. Adventurers Guild Emissary. As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray, speak with Slaffborn. Lady Yugiri, Floor, Nodders. Big nods going on in that room. Big nods. Proper nodders. Lamine and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Ishtalar should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. Zoe! Thank you so much, Zoe. We miss you, Zoe. Soon. Did I see you living in Colne, Zoe? I thought you were living in some little town.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Ugh. God, you're gross. So gross.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
That's not Thancred's voice.
It's been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Oh, it's Vilbrand, not Vilebrand. Okay.
There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
No shit, let's fight it.
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But
Why are you
there
here?
is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective.
Aye, clap.
And there is the explanation.
Naga.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
Are we gonna get another primal fight? Because that would be so dope. I love my big mittens.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Uh-huh.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
Ooh, the gaffer's coming. Shine your shoes,
My
lads.
lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome.
It's alright, I'll wear a sweater, it's better.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
I don't know, man. Do we want to take a noob to Leviathan? Fucking carrying again. Nothing worse than carrying, you know? Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yeah. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Liminsa and meet with the Admiral. Ah, Merly Boobs! She will not have been idle in the intervening time and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Merly Boobs! Oh, come outside. Dude, I missed it. Sorry. I'm already there. I was too excited, Chris, to see Merly Boobs. If there's an imminent approach of Merly Boobs, you know I'm there. There's an ace bard in the bar? Okay. Final Fantasy history fact. Hold on. News just coming in from the audience. Leviathan and Titan was supposed to be released early in the original game, but in 2011 earthquake happened to causing a big tsunami that killed 20,000 Japanese people. They postponed these two fights and quickly created King Moogle because they had the assets. That was kind of dark, and I didn't read that before I did that, but okay. Let's go here. That was kind of really dark. Volume needs adjusting? You can whiz it out, Chris. You are expected. Pray, take this lift to the command room. Let's go. Go see Merly Boobs. Welcome, friends. I take it Ishtar has appraised you of the situation. Let us waste no time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavour. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked on these lands. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn in on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of those who aid in I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Private Inspector, our scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operations staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be appraised of the latest intelligence. Commander Chalkbread has charge of the garrison. Alright, let's roll out, team. Let's check our gear. New ring, hypers. Camp Skull Valley. Sounds like a laugh. Bet there's good shit going on there. How goes the progression? Good. We're doing a bit of story today because we might be on. Well, we might be able to show off Ifrit on a big stage tomorrow, which would be kind of hype. We're gonna be streaming from EGX tomorrow, so fingers crossed. And I have to be on a train in like 3 hours. I have to be in the city. Well, I am going to get to cuddle Nupss today. Wow! I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. What do we got here? Intelligence belt is a maybe. I bet I've got enough tokens to actually buy some more 150 gear. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sap's spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa, all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion that they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Alright. Rescue mission. We're on it. Let's go save some people. Smellybeard, thank you for the 15 months. And Bazzy, thank you very much for the prime. Thank you very much, dude. Well, the sub drop wasn't as amazing as I thought it was going to be. Is it weird that I'm somewhat disappointed we didn't lose more?